everyone. Welcome to Marley and O.
Happy February.
Yeah, we're February now. Man, the time's been going by pretty fast.
I know. January was somehow like a very long year in and of itself. I'm very happy that
It did feel like that. January took forever.
Yeah, and then we got a bunch of snow, so now I'm just like, awesome. So it's still winter. Great.
The snow's been kind of fun, though. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of driving in the snow or being cold, but I do like playing in the snow when it's good snow for that. And the last snowfall we got was definitely good snow for playing in the snow. And it's good packing snow, like the snowboards and the snowball fights.
Yes, I agree with all of the things you're saying. The one exception is that my driveway is like 200 feet long. And so...
Oh my gosh. I had a drift in my driveway that had to have been up to my waist. It was huge. And that was on Sunday. I'm like, oh my gosh, if nobody digs me out, I'm going to have to go out there tonight when Gwen is asleep and go dig myself out. It was so big. But luckily, my dad showed up to plow, and that's awesome. Great. So thank you, Dad.
Yeah, we actually just started, like a year ago, we asked them to start plowing our driveway, which has been great. But unfortunately, the snow was so packed by the time they got to us that we had this massive mound at the end of our driveway. And yesterday, my mom and I went to get mashed potatoes for our dinner, and we got stuck. And it was horrible. It took like 15 minutes to get unstuck just trying to pull into our driveway. Like our neighbor had to come and be like, this is how you're going to do this. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. I'm a good driver. I just don't know how to do this. I've never gotten stuck in snow before.
The ends of driveways are the worst because the snow plows they don't care about your driveway. They just want to get the road clear.
Never realized.
Unfortunately, though, they also don't care about your mailbox.
Did you lose a mailbox?
It's not lost. It just won't shut anymore, and it's sideways.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's broken out of the ground because the snow's piled up, packed around it. So it's at least staying there.
That's good.
But we can't close it. The mail lady can't close it. So hopefully we don't lose any mail.
Well, yikes. That's frustrating.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating. It happens every year.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, all right.
Yeah. But I did take Gwen out in the snow yesterday. Not yesterday. Yesterday was Monday.
Monday.
Okay. Yeah, guys, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow, for us.
We record on Tuesdays.
It's your Wednesday.
I feel like we just need
I took her out Sunday in snow.
Aw, that's fun. Did she like it?
Mm-hmm. She was iffy about it. She likes sledding. She just lays down on the sled and looks up at the sky. But she likes when I run and pull her behind on the sled. So she enjoys that, but she doesn't really like the cold snow hitting her face.
Understandable.
Which is the only thing that's exposed.
Yep.
And she's finally figuring out how to move in her snowsuit. I bundle her up, my goodness. Yeah. And she's trying to figure out how to move, but if she falls at all, she's stuck.
Yes,
where she's
like
fallen,
Randy
so
in the
I have
Christmas story.
Be on guard to pick her up all the time. But she's not too fond of that. She did finally figure out that it's kind of fun to bend down a little bit and brush the snow with her hand.
That's adorable.
She saw me doing that with my feet, and she's like, oh, you can move the snow? That's cool.
Oh,
but
so precious.
I mean, she doesn't quite understand the experience of it yet, because, I mean, she's only 1 year old, and all of her senses are bundled up into she can't touch it, she can't tell that it's cold other than it's on her face.
Right, exactly.
She's like that. If she could interact with it better, I think she'd enjoy it.
That's true. Hey, she's got time.
Oh, yeah. Lots of time.
Yeah.
So. Next year, we're going to have a good time in the snow.
I always liked, there was always like this really big snowdrift on one side of my driveway because we'd shove all the snow that way. And I would make like an igloo. And quite successfully, like I would make a tunnel. And that was always a good time. Very cold, but that never stopped me.
My dad still has this John Deere tractor. It's got a big bucket on the front. And I had an old playhouse. We used to put some boards over the playhouse. And then he'd go dig up some snow as he's plowing the driveway. And just, instead of pushing it to the side, he'd dump it on top of the house. And then when he was done, we'd dig tunnels into the house from the windows and through the doorway. And
that's so cute.
Mm-hmm. Problem is you get stuck.
I was going to say, were you inside the house when he dumped the snow on you?
No, he wouldn't.
Just checking.
That was a big no-no.
That's good.
That would be too dangerous.
I mean, I assumed, I was like, I don't know how strong this structure is.
Suffocation hazard. Go for it. No, he made sure we were not in the house.
That's good. Okay, just check. That's good stuff.
But I was telling him the other day, he used to tell stories of when he was a kid that, the snow would be like almost up to the top of the telephone poles, and 6 feet of snow and all this stuff. And like, I have never seen that.
Are we sure he wasn't being facetious? Are we sure your dad wasn't lying?
When he was a kid?
Because that's a lot of snow.
No, apparently we did used to get that much snow, but I've never seen that.
Yeah. Suspicious.
Yeah. The biggest snowfall I remember ever seeing is actually we might have gotten 2 feet, but it drifted quite a bit. So in our backyard growing up, we had like these big hills of drifts, and that was fun. That's the most snow I've ever seen.
I don't know that I can recall any like overwhelming amount of snow. I've never liked being cold. Like, I like to play in the snow, but I also really just liked to look at it. Like, I like to be inside.
Yeah.
Inside girl.
It's a nice thing to stand there with a nice cup of hot tea or cocoa or coffee and stare out the window,
watch,
and look at the pretty snow,
and think about, yes, I am warm, and that is nice.
Mm-hmm. Or cuddle up on the couch with a blanket and
with a good book, preferably.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of books, it's Valentine's Day, or not Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day month.
It's Valentine's Day month.
Yes. So, we have plenty of romance books here if you guys need that, or if you need something a little different than, your Bridgertons or your Stephanie Plum books. And and we're a library, guys. We've got everything.
Yeah, I know. We really do.
It is also Book Lovers Month.
I didn't know that. I mean, I guess that checks out.
Yeah, it is Book Lovers Month. So all you book lovers out there, come get your books.
And your movies, your audiobooks, your TV shows.
Yeah. I have also noticed that a lot of us have been in a reading rut these days.
It's tough. Mm-hmm.
Like, I go to get recommendations from the staff, and usually I can get a page full, but I haven't been able to lately. But I understand. It's and we're all kind of getting worn out with being inside, especially this past year. And we want to go outside, but we can't right now. Right. And unless you really want to bundle up.
Right.
But, we have other diversions here too. Yeah. It's not just books. We have movies and TV series. Mm-hmm. We have magazines if you just want to kind of lounge around with that. You can order music. We don't have any in-house here, but there are other libraries that have music CDs. Yep. We can always get those for you.
I found that my biggest struggle is that I want a plot where it's engaging but not too stressful, because life itself is quite stressful right now. And so finding that perfect combination is sometimes kind of tough. But I did finish, I think, the book from last month, Song of Achilles, and it was wonderful. I loved it. Every single page was just excellent. I loved it. And then I finished it. So now I'm just kind of like, well, now what? What do I read next?
Yeah.
So I was really excited to find a book, but now I have to do it again.
Is that your recommendation for today?
Yeah, that's my recommendation. I think I recommended it last month, so I can say I'm reading New Jim Crow for book club. So that's one of the recommendations. I know that this is a very important book, but also one that is nonfiction and is rather heavy. And then I'm reading Awakening the Buddha Within because I am interested. It's very dense. It's very small print, but good stuff. But yes, my fiction book is Song of Achilles. It was wonderful. I highly recommend it. I loved it.
Awesome. My recommendation for today is another Skullduggery Pleasant book.
Fun. I don't think I've ever seen the cover of it before.
What's that?
I said I don't think I've ever seen the cover of it before.
Oh, yeah. Here's the cover.
That is a fun font.
Yeah, it is. All the Skullduggery books have this font, which is really cool. But this one's The Dying of the Light. It's not the last book, but it's the last one where you're worrying about Darkess, which is the ultimate evil villain that you're anticipating throughout all the books before this. Like, oh, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. So this is the wrap up of that one.
Okay.
And then there's actually more books after this one. I think this was supposed to be the last book, but he decided that he wanted to write more of them. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you don't know, this is by Derek Landy, yep. And he's an Irish author, and he's he always wanted. I read one of his prefaces or author's notes saying that he wanted to be a horror writer, and he's like, this kind of covers it, but it also combines like everything else that he's ever wanted to write, and it's fun.
That's good.
The main, the two main characters are a detective that's actually a skeleton, living skeleton, who dresses very nice.
Nice.
And this teenage girl that is in training, that he's training.
Huh. That's exciting. You can tell when authors are having fun with their books.
Oh, yeah. He definitely was having fun with these.
That's good. I love it. Oh, well, I feel the need also to include my guilty pleasure movies, and like just two of them, because I will always come back to Pride and Prejudice, because that's a classic romance.
Do we ever not mention that?
I don't know, but I just love Pride and Prejudice. Jane Eyre, classic, both of them. You've got kind of just like jagweed men, but they turn out not to be jagweeds, and that's wonderful. It's classic Bronte and
jagweeds.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? Bronte and who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
Austen.
That was embarrassing.
Only a little bit. I won't judge.
But my favorite guilty pleasure romance is 10 Things I Hate About You, because
oh gosh, it's such a good one.
I just love it. it. It's some good old fashioned Shakespeare in the 90s. Yes, love it.
My guilty pleasures are usually Disney movies.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Which works out well with having a kid now that's, watching TV with me. I'm like, okay, I'll just throw on a Disney princess
Everyone
movie.
is happy. I love it. Oh, that's good.
I'll go through, I'll start like, oh man, I kind of want to watch Cinderella, but I should watch Snow White first and then get to Cinderella.
Why?
So, I don't know. I have it in my... This is just how my brain works.
That's
if
fine.
I want to do something, I have to do it in a certain order.
Okay, all right. I don't get it, but that's fine.
If I go out of order, I'll feel guilty about it, and then I'll have to start actually doing it, even if I didn't want to watch the other one.
Cool. Well, then you get to watch 2 Disney movies, I guess, is the...
No, it's not. This is a 2. I have to go through all of the Disney princesses.
Oh, boy. That sounds like a lot of movies.
Starting with Snow White.
Is it chronological? Do you have to do it
yes.
chronologically?
Yeah, I have to watch them chronologically.
Well, that's unfortunate, because I don't like Snow White very much.
I enjoy her. She's kind of... If you saw someone who looked like her in person, though, like, actually, like, with the description, like, the pale skin and the red lips, the black hair, you'd think, oh my god, vampire.
Yeah, probably. Like...
She'd be really spooky looking.
Yeah.
Or look like she had consumption.
Yeah. I am quite pale. I'm porcelain. That's my makeup color and everything. It's the palest one. But if I wear red lipstick, it just washes me right out. And I'm like, that's not for me. Yeah, good stuff.
Yes. Yeah. So, I guess my guilty pleasures go to Disney usually.
Hey, it's good stuff. It's not really a guilty pleasure, because I'll tell anyone. I just said it right now. It is.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm
I'm
not guilty about my guilty pleasures.
Right. Exactly. I think that's one of the things about books is people are like, it's a guilty pleasure. No. Own it. You like that book, and I'm proud of you for liking a book.
I'd say book-wise, probably Ella Enchanted. I will read that over and over again for the rest of my life. I love that book.
Huh. I've never read it. I knew it was a book, and I know we have.
It's so quick. It's really quick to read.
Let's take a look at that.
It's like you get the satisfaction of almost like a Jane Austen satisfaction, but it's a shorter ride to get there.
That's good because it is a long book.
Yeah.
It is. Takes some time.
Well, in other news, it is Black History Month, and we have lots of great authors that are actually Black American authors. I have a display out in the library right now.
Spectacular.
So you can come in, grab them, pick them up, bring them home. We also have them out on shelves, of course. If you're looking for them and they're not on the display, they have an orange tape on them. There's two different versions of our orange tape. There's an orange sticker that covers the words on the side, the call number. It's clear. I think those are Westerns, right?
I don't know. We have so many color labels, it's hard to keep track.
And then there's actually like orange tape right above that for African American authors, and they're all over our stacks. Plenty of them. We only have I think we only have the fiction ones marked that way.
I believe you're right.
Might be a good idea to go through the nonfiction market, but we also have plenty of African American history books and all sorts of nonfiction and movies and
try to keep everything quite diverse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, for sure. So come check them out, guys.
Yeah. And while you're here, you can come get your tax forms.
Yes, our tax forms are in.
Which is
have
exciting.
State and federal here. They did not send us money this year. The thing is, they're trying to get more people to use online filing instead of paper filing, so they're sending us less and less every year. But we do have some. I saved a few for us to make copies when we run out.
Great.
And we can always print them off of the internet too. So come in, get your forms, and get your Black History Month African American authors too while you're at it.
Mm-hmm. And come sign up for some programs.
Oh yeah, we're starting up with programs again, and some of them are even in person.
Yeah. Some of the youth ones, some of the adult ones.
We've got Teen Tech in person. Our Wednesday morning book club is meeting in person again this month. That's cool. Going to be on the 17th. We have regularly scheduled programs going on throughout the month. Some additions would be serial killers cooking club that's on Zoom for teens.
I knew that program existed, but the moment you said serial killers, I was like, what? I love that. It
sounds pretty fun. And then we've got, what else do we have that's new? We have Graphic Connection Book Club for teens. It's not teens. It's for
two different ones.
Tweens.
Graphic Connections, which is graphic novels. So they'll be reading different graphic novels. But then we also have the new teen book club, the unnamed teen book club. I think.
Yeah, we have different titles for it currently because it doesn't officially have a title. So on our online calendar, it says the Unnamed Book Club. And on our printout calendar, because we have printout calendars now, it's Name Your Own Book Club.
Which, it's the same thing.
Choose your own adventure, name your own book club. It works, right?
Exactly.
And many of you have already seen that Marley has a puzzle heart race that's coming out. The video... did that accidentally go out already?
I gave access to the folks who signed up already. So it's currently unlisted. So on Thursday, tomorrow, it'll come out for everyone.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I have a Instant Pot class coming up next Wednesday.
That's the lava cakes, right?
Yeah, chocolate lava cakes. Andrea is the teacher, and she's going to teach us how to make those, and it sounds really delicious. And I definitely want to make some chocolate lava cakes in my new Instapot for Valentine's Day.
That's
awesome. That sounds wonderful. So
my mom also
come join us. She'll give you the recipe. She'll give you some tips, and I mean it's a Zoom class at 7 p.m. So if you wanted to join in and also cook with her, you're welcome to. But you won't be the ones on camera. She's going to be the one on camera for that. So join us for that, guys. Sign up on our calendar. It's bound to be a really good time and a very tasty time too.
So exciting.
And then we've got our regular book clubs that we got going. Olivia's Kitchen, again, will be on the 17th. Garden Chat Book Club we're getting more people, guys.
Yay!
You should join in. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have some good discussions about gardening and flower arrangements. And
yeah, right now's the
other
time to
fun
do
things
it.
Like,
get those chats.
yeah, it's time to start planning.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
actually, this is the week that people start mapping out their gardens.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's February.
Because March, you start getting it ready.
Oh,
and then the end of the month, I'm going to be making some shamrock mugs, and that's going to be an in-person craft.
Ooh,
I will have the signups. Yeah, I'll have the signups for that soon as soon as I can go out, buy a mug to decorate and take a picture and show you guys what it's going to look like. But it's going to be like get it ready here and then take it home and finish it with my instructions kind of thing, because we only have one oven in this library and that would take a long time. So you will need your oven when you get home, but it's a come get it ready, take it home kind of craft.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
And that is going to be on the 26th at 5. So, and what's going to be great about that is you don't have to show up at 5. You just have to make sure you show up before 5:45.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to allow drop-ins for that.
Cool. We don't do very many drop-ins as adult programs. That's exciting.
Right? Yeah, we don't do that very often. And I think with everything going on right now and the fact that we're starting to open things up again, it's probably a good route to go.
Yeah,
we'll try it.
Yeah. Low density of people, but like still get
exactly.
to do craft.
Low density, maximum product.
Yeah.
You guys go home happy.
Right, exactly. Maximum crafting.
Well, guys, I think that's all we have for you today.
Yeah, I think that covers all of our. Do we have a food section? Yeah, we talked about lava cakes. That counts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we of course have the
lunch
food program
dinners.
that's a
Suppers.
dinner and snack.
Yes.
Supper and snack. Yeah. Those are 4:30 to 6 every weeknight for children 18 and under.
Yes.
Not below 18. 18 counts too.
Yes. So folks will come on, pull up. You just hold up your finger of how many meals you need, and we just run them out to you. It is very efficient, and I've been told that they taste better than kids' school lunches, which was like the highest compliment I've ever heard for these. So apparently they're tasty, and the only thing I've tried is a juice box, and it was good. So the juices are good. I've taken a couple home for Gwen. There's some things in there for her age. It's not really geared toward babies necessarily. Yeah.
But if you know what you're doing, you can cut them up to the right portion. And the whole carrots, though, I'd have to cook them first.
Yes. But you can find our schedule for dinner and snack on our Facebook page. So
yes, and it's looking good for this month.
Yeah, I am a picky eater. I was gonna say I'm not very picky, so like some of these things sound really good, but then I remembered, no, that's not factual.
Yeah, you are a picky eater.
I am a picky eater. But
if Marley thinks it looks good, it must be good.
Right, exactly. Oh, man.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next month on Marley and O.
Bye.
Bye.